Sagittarius, let's get into your general tarot card reading today. Let's talk about your Sag. Let's just do an energy check-in. Let's check in on the collective. Let's see what's going on, what's going down, how it's going to play out. What's going on with Sag? What do we tap into today? TikTok. All right, TikTok. Time is of the essence. Someone's running out of patience. Maybe you're on TikTok. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's going on. What do we have? We have a 3 of Wands. Okay, you're waiting for something. You might be running out of patience here, Sag. You're trying to be patient. You're patiently waiting. Patience is a virtue, and us Saggies are not known as patient people. At least I am patient. Children taught me patience. I had no patience before I was a mother. 5 of Swords is in reverse. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Kind of destined cycle here. Something's time. We have the Hangman. I mean the 9 of Wands. So where's the 4 of Wands? And the World. Okay. Let's see what's going on. You're waiting for something. You are waiting. What's this 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords? What is Sag waiting for? What do they want? What's out of reach? What's not happening? What's coming through? What is going on? Pick up the card here. The Star, the Hermit, and the Tower. Whoa. And you're waiting for something good to happen. You're waiting for a change. Could be bored with your life. You're trying to create change, trying to do a change, like, you know, maybe you're trying to lose weight, maybe you're trying to change your eating habits, maybe you're trying to move, trying to find a new job, new career. It's like an element where you're waiting for like this change to come through, and it's good change. The 3 of Cups, it'll make you celebrate. The Star's there to move you in a new direction. And the 7 of Swords is there, but what's the 7 of Swords? The Sun. Are you lying to yourself? Can you do this? Is it going to change? Is it going to happen? So there's an element where there's some kind of change that you're waiting for in your life here, Sag, and it's just not happening right now, right? It's like you're running on that treadmill, you're running 10 kilometers a day, and you haven't lost a single weight. A single pound, it's not happening. You're handing out your resume, it's not happening. So, okay. So it's like I get this feeling where it's like, trying to release myself to the universe. I'm trusting it'll happen in due time. It'll happen in divine timing, right? So I see an element where you're just trusting the process, trusting the universe, trying to make the best of it. Trying to be at peace with it, right? Trying not to get down on yourself, trying not to get negative, but every day that goes by, it's like it's harder and harder to do that. It's harder and harder to stay positive. It's harder and harder, right? So it's getting harder and harder here, Sag. So then let's talk about this Wheel of Fortune. Is the destined change happening now? Is this coming through? What's the Wheel of Fortune? Are you telling us it's divine timing and Saggies are going to be pissed off and disappointed? The 8 of Cups. The 8 of Wands. Whoa, what was that? What's that? Okay. They want you to make a change. And that's what they want you to see. You're like, me? Me? Okay. They want you to make a change. They want you. There's the decision again. They want you to see and do something differently here. And it's time that you do that. And that'll, okay. So then what is it time that Sag does differently? Oh, let's understand that. What is it? What do you want Sag to do differently? Let's understand. Let's get the details. What do you want Sag to do differently? Like, what are you saying? They want you to see your options. The Ace of Pentacles. The Emperor. They want you to take control and see what your options are. There's like an element where instead of waiting for something to come to you, they want you to go after it, right? Life doesn't come to you, life comes from you. They want you to get real strong into this masculine energy here and make the decision to do that. And they want you to see the opportunities and they want you to go after it and to do it differently. Like, let's say it's the running on the treadmill. Maybe running on a treadmill is not the way you're going to lose weight. Maybe you need a stepper. Or maybe you just need to go skiing. Or maybe you need a bike. You can go 30 kilometers on a bike. There's an element where they want you to change what you're doing and take control and change the way that you're doing this in order to get what it is that you want instead of waiting for things to happen. So the message means that, Sag, the way that you're doing things right now, you're not going to get what you want. They want you to see that. The 9 of Wands, like I said, you're not happy about that. Can I understand that? What do you want to say about the 9 of Wands? The Empress. What the... I feel, Sag, this is a very difficult message. This is an element where it's like you're trying to, they want you to, I don't know how to say it. They want you to stop feeling sorry for yourself or stop feeling like you don't have the power. You do. You're She-Ra. You're He-Man. And they want you to see that it's like your actions aren't matching your thoughts, and that's part of the problem, right? It's like you're trying to start this business, but it hasn't been happening, and you're sitting there saying to yourself, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to get this business off the ground. This isn't going to work. But you're sitting there working on your business. It's not aligning. It's not the same. So they want you to stop feeling sorry for yourself or stop doubting yourself, because that's what's sacrificing and that's what's keeping you stuck. So it's like there's a subconscious blockage, or it could very well be a conscious blockage here, Sag, and it has to do with victimization or feeling sorry for yourself or feeling like things never go your way. It's that down and out type of energy, and they want you to realize that that's part of the challenge. But I feel like you know that, but you're having a hard time staying positive, staying optimistic. Like you're trying your best here, but things aren't progressing forward. So when you say that you want Sag to take action, I just want more words on that, I want more clarity on that. Like what do you, I feel like it wasn't specific enough or wasn't good enough. I don't know. What else can I say to help in that direction, in that area? There it is again. The Emperor doesn't take things personal. Something's been taken personal here. And the Emperor, like that Emperor energy, he doesn't take things personal. This could very well be like a mother or a father that made you feel less than or got caught up, or someone that's causing challenges for you. But they want you to stop letting that influence you. So like I said, the Emperor doesn't take things personal, right? They shake them off. I shake it off. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay. And because that gives your power away. And that's the energy here. So the message here, Sag, and what they're trying to say is take your power back. Don't give your power away, and make the different choice, but that choice would be to go after what you want and align your thoughts with your actions, because that is creating stagnancy. Okay. So, okay, is there anything else you want to... The Two of Pentacles is in reverse. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's tough messages in this reading. Okay. There's an element here of like, it might not actually be feeling sorry for yourself. It might be more of an energy, and it could be that, but right now when I saw this, it's more of an energy of when you have a bunch of just shitty things happen, right? You go into McDonald's, you're getting a food, they give you the wrong order, you order a Big Mac with no, like you get the wrong order, someone cuts you off in traffic, you get to the store, this person's being ignorant, it's just like everything's going wrong, you're in a bad mood, you're having a bad day, and there's like an element where you might make choices, or you might say things, or you might do things in that moment that can hinder your progress, hinder your frequency, hinder the choice that you're making, that can harm you in the long run. And so they want you to see that sometimes there's going to be the ups and downs, there's going to be the goods and the bads, not sometimes, always. And when the things are the bads, they don't want you to get off kilter. They want you to know it's just a principle of rhythm. There's good times, there's bad times. It will come to an end. And it's just about being motivated, being determined, and knowing how resilient you are. So it's not giving up on yourself or not saying things are never going to change. It's knowing that they will. I hope that's a nicer and better way of saying that, but that's what they want to say. That's what I got. That's the energy around you right now, Sag. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And we're going to go a month out. Let's see if it comes into fruition, or if you're still feeling stuck, or if you let go and move in a different direction. Let's see where you stand on this topic. But first of all, what does Sag need to surrender to when it comes to your fear of change? The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, your relationship, if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation that I have faith that all is well. This might not be meant for you, right? Let's say this is a job and you're really fearful that you're going to get let go or get laid off. You see everybody getting laid off. Maybe you're meant to. Maybe it's not where you're meant to be. Don't be afraid of some of that energy too, because the universe has this funny way of always giving us what we need. It's not always what we want. That's annoying, isn't it, Sag? What's the spirit animal message for Sag? Oh, they want me to grab. Hold on. Transition. There's the frog. So this is a powerful time of change, and you're being called to connect with the world of emotions and feminine energy. You might also need to engage in a process of cleansing, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic. Have some sea salt baths. Do some saging. They want me to grab my energy oracle deck here. So let's grab it. What is the energy oracle message that will help Sag here? What's the energy oracle message? Excuse me, what do you want to say to Sag? Let's find out. What do we have? Your heart chakra, fourth angel. That's not what it says. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Okay, So when one comes out of this deck, the message is in the book. I've always believed that. I always will. Let's try and look at the number 38. Let's get your message, Sag, eh? Let's see what needs to be said today. This is love, compassion, self-acceptance. So Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card indicates that you have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as love from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. So the tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and to grow. There's that negative self-talk here. So the affirmation to repeat is, my heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. All right, Sag, let's do this. Let's get to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in 30 days. Right now is the end of March 2026. Let's go to the end of April 2026. However, it is a timeless reading. So this is 30 days from when you are watching this. We have the Hierophant. Okay. Oh, it's a good card to start with. Let's see what's on the other side of that Hierophant. See how you do it. Could be spiritual lesson, or you could be the devil's in reverse. The devil's in the details. No, the details isn't the devil. No. Oh, I'm so bad at expressions. I know myself. What is the Knight of Swords? Okay. Knight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. And there's the Three of Pentacles. Okay. There's the Eight of Swords and the Sun. What were you worried about? What were you worried about, Sajay? Because the Sun has arrived. Let's see what's going on, because I do feel progress. I see opportunity. I see growth, right? The Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles is growth, balance, opportunity. What's the Devil in reverse with the Hierophant? What is that? What you saying there, the Sag? Let's find out, Saggy. Let's find out. The Four of Pentacles. And there's the, there's moving forward without having all the answers. So I do feel whatever this was, it's come through, but it's slow moving. But it's allowing you to kind of let go. There's a spiritual lesson here, and that spiritual lesson is going with the flow. When we're the rock, when we're rigid, when we're resistant, we create suffering, right? When we hope for something, when we expect something, we can actually be a boomerang and push away. And so this is an element where you're not resisting and you just learned to go with the flow. Things will happen when they're meant to happen. You're confident in yourself. You're just moving forward, knowing it's going to happen, not knowing when, right? So it's just a matter of when. It's not a matter of if. So there's just this element where there's no more resisting. You're just going with the flow. Now the Knight of Swords in this deck he's very different than the other decks. So what are you saying? He's anchoring this. He's usually a very fast guy. In this deck, he ain't going nowhere. I have a few decks where he's the complete opposite. He's just slow. The Six of Swords is in reverse. That's the end of that. Oh, things are moving forward. They wanted me to apply the quickness to him. It might be a different deck, but they're applying the traditional meaning to the Knight of Swords here. Your persistence, your hard work. This is an element where it's like I just feel like you would give up. You would just have a bad day. All these barriers happen. You're trying to write a book and your computer doesn't update and it restarts and then you don't save and you lose a paragraph. The phone rings, you get distracted, and then you just give up. You're like, fuck this shit, I'm not doing it today. There's an element where that attitude or that has stopped, right? Making the decision in the heat of the moment that doesn't benefit you later, right? You've been running on the treadmill for 6 weeks. Maybe it's only been 6 days. You haven't lost a pound and you're just like, I'm giving up. But the message is don't give up, right? In that moment, in that weakness, that's when your resilience and your discipline is really being tested. And for you, you passed your test, right? Your Two of Pentacles is up this time. You didn't stop working on yourself. You didn't give up on yourself. And now, well, things are starting to happen fast. They're no longer trickling through. You're no longer wondering when it's going to happen for yourself, right? Because you've been consistent, you've been disciplined. And there's the progress, there's the blossoming, there's the balanced energy, there's the feeling good. There's your money tree, baby. However this applies to you, you're seeing progress, Sag. You're seeing things grow. And for me, it's always, and I said it before, when you start to see that progress and you start to see things grow, you can understand the challenges and you can see them better and see the lessons better. So you're not thinking about when is this going to happen, when is it going to go down, when is it going to happen, because it's happening. And now you're going to look back on reflection, hindsight's 2020, and you're really going to not, I feel, give up on yourself in those very tempting moments, right? You're at the end of the marathon, you can't even run anymore, your legs are jello, that lactic acid's taken over, but you're not going to give up in that moment. That's the point of this reading, and Sag, not giving up on that moment has created a lot of quick change and a lot of quick progress. TikTok, you're not waiting anymore, baby. It's on the way, it's coming through, and there's your progress, there's your growth, and you're going to be quite happy. And I feel very proud of yourself, and you should be, for not giving up in that moment of weakness when 99.9% of us give up. But the people that don't give up are the ones who get what they want, Saggy, and it looks to me like you're starting to get what you want. So that's what I have, that's what I got, that's what's going down. So Sag, I sure hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated with you. And as always, if you like your reading, if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, hype, subscribe. It does help my channel, help other Saggies find the readings. So thank you so much, Sag. And I do want to let you guys know as well, I'm still open for personal readings, so if you're interested in those, the link is in the description box below, comment section as well. And let's close your reading with your yes or no question. Oh, that came out fast. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. The answer, Saggy, is negative. All right, Sag, I wish you the best of luck. Until next time.